Hello folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here coming to you from the man cave, and in front of you I have the, as you can see, the Yak 130. Okay, just got her together. What we're going to do in this video right now, sorry to keep moving around, is show you how to do audio prompts. Okay, now what you're going to do, you've already got your model bound up, she's ready to fly, but you want to do audio prompts. Okay, well, let's go down. What you do is you're going to go down here. Oh, this is on NX10, NX6, the DX series works this way. Anything that's got a computerized radio. You go down to audio events, and the first one I want, you're going to do the switch there. Here, go back, let me show you. You're going to do switch changes. Alright, you're going to add a new event. First one you want to do, for me, is my throttle cut, and I like using F for my throttle cut. Okay, position 0 for me, in other words, position all the way up, is throttle on. Right here, you want to, if you do here, you want to select your category. Okay, and you want to go to general for throttle. Just general basic stuff, you know, landing gear up, landing gear down, flaps up, flaps down, just your basic stuffs. But I go up here and I do motor, not mix on. Go all the way up until you find motor on. Okay, and the next two switches, motor on, next two switches are going to be, you're going to go back up to it again, going to be motor off. Okay, go back to motor off again. Okay, as soon as I find it, motor off. Now listen carefully. With the top position or 0, I go down.
Motor on.
Motor
off.
Okay, let's go back here and change that one. We want that to be off. So click it, enter it. So all the way up would be, try and look at this.
Motor on. Motor off. Motor off. Motor on.
Okay, now that correlates with my model. Okay, motor on, right? Okay.
Motor off.
See?
Motor off.
Nothing happening, right?
Motor on.
Motor on. Okay,
off.
so we know the audio switches work. Now you go back. Let's do flaps this time. Up, sorry. You gotta remember there's a delay in the camera versus what I'm doing. So now we're going to do another sound event. Okay, and this time it's going to be for my flaps. Okay, that's the 3 position switch. I picked D. See, there's D. And my 0 position, in other words, my up position, is going to be my flaps up. Well, luckily, in that general category, okay, they're already there. Flaps up. Then my middle one would be take off flaps. Okay. And then my last one, or my all the way down, would be landing flaps. Okay. All right. So we'll back up out of that. Okay. Now we're back all the way out of the screen. There's your normal model screen. Now I'm going to pick the camera up. Okay, a little bit here. And I want you to watch something. Now, see, this is that D switch, right? Now watch what happens when I pull down and watch the flaps.
Take off flaps.
Take off flaps.
Landing flaps.
Landing flaps.
Flaps up.
All the way up. Okay? So you know how to program your throttle, which,
Motor on.
hold on, I don't want the model to get away.
Motor off.
See?
Motor on. Motor off. Motor off.
Because that's where I like it. See the flaps?
Landing flaps.
Landing flaps.
Flaps up.
So let's just rehearse this again. And you can do this for, like, back here would be my gear switch up and down. So just to show you how I do that. Right now my flap is, my gear channel, which is A, is all the way down. Well, my gear is down, right? Okay. Well, then let's go back to audio events. Okay. We're going to select that switch again. We're going to add a new event, and we're going to go to A. Okay. And then the 0 position would be closest to the monitor, closest to the transmitter. So you can see, or actually, I'm sorry. That would be the furthest away. See, it's in 0 position right here. That means the gear's down. So I need to pick in the categories. Let's see, where's gear at? Where's gear? Ah, there's gear down. Okay, so then the next one, of course, would be gear up. Okay, now let's move to the model. Of course, obviously the gear's down, so I gotta position it in such a way that you can see exactly what we're talking about here. Okay. Now you can see. All right. There's the gear is down. Listen to the audio prompt. Gear up, right? And the gear's up. Gear down. Now you probably didn't hear it over the sound of the retracts. So let's back up a little bit. Away from the model. Okay, we'll pick our camera up a little bit, and you can still see. Okay. See my switch. Gear up. And gear down. Okay. Now that's your basic audio prompts. Now you could do the same thing. You could select whatever switch you like over here or here. This is throttle for me. You might want to use this one here, and you could do rates. You know, you got your 3 rates, so you'd have a 3-position switch. Now, rates are different. It's going to be the same procedure. I'm not going to do it right now, but it's the same procedure. Okay, you're going to go to your audio event. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to add a new category. And then the first thing you're going to do is find your switch. Well, let's just say that, what is that? That's what? E? Okay. E. All right. Oh. E, okay. Well, now we got to find it. Well, wait a minute. We're still in that general, right? Well, I don't see rates anywhere in there. So you're going to go select your category. Well, look right there. Right below that is rates. And look at all those choices that you could have. Okay? Now, you have the high rates. See, there's high rates, low rates, mid rates. You just pick it and assign it to that switch that rate right there we just talked about. Okay? Now, let's go back. Since I want to just show you something. If you go all the way out of here and you want to find something weird, some strange, something you want to hear weird, you're going to have to go, like say you want to have a safe and AS3X on a switch, and you say, this is when safe's on, this is when AS3X is on, or this is with no gyro on. Okay, well, you're going to have to go to all sound list to find something. Look at how small. Look at how many choices you had. Now here's where you'd have to go all the way down and just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until you just find the audio prompt that you want to match what you're wanting it to say. Okay, like in that case, I was wanting to talk about safe and AS3X, assign that to a switch position. Sorry, I'm holding the transmitter while I'm talking to you, so I start shaking. But my point here is that just see how many choices that you have. This is all the sounds that the NX10 holds. See, there's stability mode, agility mode. Those might be good choices for your audio prompt. Or you can actually, and like I say you had a gyro that wasn't a safe, but you wanted, and it said it had self-level. There is self-level. Or if you had a panic recovery button, well, there's panic, Well, these are all these choices, but look right there. Didn't we just see it? There's safe mode. There's experience mode right there. And if you look down, there's AS3X mode. Well, I think you've got the gist of it. And that's just one more time, scroll down to audio events. Okay. Go to switch changes. Pick what switch you want. Okay. Sorry. Switch E, and then just start assigning whatever sound you want. Okay? And that's how you do it. That's how you do audio prompts on and the only difference between an NX10, an NX8, an NX6E, the DX is just your choices of sounds are greater. I'm sure the iX20, which is a bazillion dollars, has a couple of thousand audio prompts. This has several hundred, and it's the NX10. Okay, the NX8 has a few less, from what I guess. The NX6 would have even less. But they're all going to have the basic stuff, rates and high rates, mid rates, low rates, gear up, gear down, safe on, safe off, that sort of thing. You're going to have all the basic stuff, flaps down, landing flaps, takeoff flaps. You're going to have all the basics in any of them. But, so anyways, that's how you do audio prompts. And I hope this has given you a little bit of an idea. Hi, we're sneaking in the camera. But that's how you do audio prompts. Just, if you miss, of course, just back up, pause, look at the screen, and listen over again. And I will, of course, also there'll be captions that will say what I'm saying or type what I'm saying at the bottom of the screen on the film. But understand, sometimes the way they interpret my words, it isn't always, the spelling's not always right. So, hey, it is what it is. And yeah, spoiler alert, I got a new plane. Remember my crashed F-16 e-flite? Got the ARF for $179 of the Yak 130 and slapped that ESC and motor in there. So, hopefully I'll get to maiden this sucker if I can ever get some time off of work, because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning here right now and I ain't flying right now. All right, folks, y'all have a good, and don't forget to like, subscribe. God bless you all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then I look like a hunchback right now. Oh, wait, I got to turn it off here. Right here on the computer.